This is a sad time for all people. We have suffered a loss that cannot be weighed. For me, it is a deep personal tragedy. I know that the world shares the sorrow that Mrs. Kennedy and her family bear. I will do my best. That is all I can do. I ask for your help and God's.
President Lyndon Johnson speaking to the country upon arrival at Andrews Air Force Base shortly after being sworn in aboard Air Force One following the assassination of John F. Kennedy. As we draw closer to Joe Biden taking that oath 42 days from now, we're focusing on presidential leadership, speaking with historians who have written on past presidents, asking what Biden might be able to take away from various past administrations. Joining us now, Pulitzer Prize-winning author Doris Kearns Goodwin. Among her many presidential biographies is one on LBJ. Mike Barnicle, Claire McCaskill, and Eddie Glaude are back with us as well. And Doris, I'll start you off with the big question. What can Biden take away and learn from LBJ's legacy?
You know, well, there's no question that LBJ was a man of the Congress, as Biden has been, and learning how to deal with those individual congressmen and senators. I think there's no better person than LBJ. I mean, just think, after that inaugural oath that he took, he went to a joint session of Congress, and he made very clear that his absolute first priority was the passage of the Civil Rights Bill that Kennedy had introduced that summer, and it was totally stuck. Nobody thought it was ever going to get out of the House and the Senate. So he knew he had to work that Congress, but he made a pledge that this will be my first priority. His advisor said, you're crazy. It's going to fail. You'll be a failed president. You shouldn't use the currency of your presidency on this. And then he celebratedly said, then what the hell is the presidency for? And then he set to work. He had individual congressmen. I'd love Claire to think about this. Over in groups of 30, they'd come with their spouses. The spouses would go on a tour after dinner of the White House, and then they'd have port and brandy. And then he'd start calling them the next day. They had every single congressman had been to the White House, and you can tell your constituents, I was at a White House social function. This will be so natural for Joe. And then he starts calling them at 6. He calls them at noon. He calls them at midnight. He even called a senator at 2 a.m. Hope I didn't wake you up. No, the senator said I was just lying here hoping my president would call. And then he made deals with them, with each one of them, to bring them along. Finally, he gets the Republican minority leader, Everett Dirksen, and he can trade everything. These are the days before transparency. You want a judgeship, you want an ambassadorship, but he mostly understood that Dirksen wanted to be remembered for what he could do, too. So he finally says to him, Everett, if you bring some Republicans, they had to break the filibuster because the Democratic Party is split in two. You bring some Republicans, and 200 years from now, school children will know only two names, Abraham Lincoln and Everett Dirksen. How does Dirksen resist? And he gives him credit. He puts him in the center, and they get that filibuster broken, and the bill to end segregation comes to the floor. So I think just looking at all the ways Johnson understood the Congress, which I think Joe Biden will, too, can give him some leverage in moments to pick off different senators or congressmen, even if those seats are not gotten in Georgia.
Doris, cynics over the last couple of weeks, as we've discussed, the relationship that Joe Biden has with a lot of members of the Senate, including with Mitch McConnell, have said, well, personal politics don't matter the way they used to, that we're too polarized, that the Senate is too partisan. Obviously, with LBJ, we're talking about the 1960s. Joe always talks about in the 90s, you could vote to impeach Bill Clinton one day, and the next day he's calling you to play golf. You come over and talk about what the next big challenge ahead of them is. Do you think things are that much different today in terms of personal relationships and personal politics that it will be that much more difficult for Joe Biden?
There's no question that it will be more difficult. I think that has to be faced clearly. One of the differences is in the 50s and the 60s, you had like 75% of the congressmen and senators were veterans, so they knew what it was like to have a common mission to organize around that went across party, class lines. That's not as true today. Nonetheless, unless you start out with the hope somehow that you're going to be able to make a difference, and maybe by meeting with these characters, talking with them and calling them up, maybe the rhetoric will be ramp down a little bit, and that'll set an example for the country. Anyway, you have to go on the thought that it's going to make a difference.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.